So before the year ends, I would like to take this opportunity to let you know who I am, what I've been doing all these years, and what are my plans for the coming years. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Raj Ganesh Pandurangan. You can call me Raj. So I've been a cybersecurity consultant for well over 20 years. I work for big companies like AT&T and IBM, and also startup companies like Cylance and Tanium. So currently, I'm working as a pre-sales solutions architect. So before I proceed, I just want to say a disclaimer. So none of the opinions I express in this channel reflect that of the companies I've worked for in the past or which I'm currently working. So these are just my personal thoughts. I just want to have a place to express it freely to my audience. So what do I have planned for this channel is to come up with some structured training, especially in the cloud-based technologies. So I will be focusing more on Azure and Azure-based services. Uh, you might have seen this recently. There has been a lot of demand for cloud-based jobs. So if you just do a Google search for Azure or AWS or Google, you're going to find a ton of jobs. Various companies are looking for like resources in those specific areas. And also a lot of big companies and even smaller companies, they see the benefits that the cloud offers because you don't have to manage the infrastructure that is out in the cloud. So the cloud providers, in this specific case, it will be either Microsoft or Amazon or Google. They take care of all the infrastructure for you. So all you have to come up with the solution that works in the cloud, and also you need to come up with an effective solution that makes use of those technologies. But this is more of an art. I mean, definitely need to know the technology behind it. But they are looking for people or resources that understands the legacy technologies which are working on the premise or in their own data centers. And also they need to understand what is going on in the cloud and how they can help with architecting the solutions so that they can work in both areas. So I'm more specialized in that area because I've worked with many big companies, and I've worked with building the solutions. And also on top of that, you need to make sure it's secure. So that is where my specialty comes in, because like I said before, I have 21st experience in cybersecurity. So mainly I work with making sure the solution that they come up with is very secure. So that is where I think I can give value to you guys in explaining or at least share my experience on what you can do with these different technologies. So why should you listen to me, right? So in order to answer that question, let me give you a little bit of background about me. So like I said before, I have 20 years of working with many Fortune 100 companies here in the US. So on top of that, so I also I have many industry wide certifications. For example, so I have like CISSP, which is one of the most valuable certifications you can get. So I've had the certification for the last 14 years. So I've been kind of getting all the required credits that are required to maintain this status, which proves that I'm in the field constantly trying to learn. So I also have or had a certified ethical hacker. Again, this is one of the beginner hacker certifications that any aspiring people who wants to get into security get these certifications. So I also have the OSCP. This is one of the certification which is very hard to get. I wouldn't say too hard. You just have to be hardworking and persistent to get the certifications. So this is a certifications by offensive security. So if you are not familiar with that, so I would definitely look them up on their website on to see how to get the certifications. So other than that, I also have MS 500, which is Office 365 based certifications. So I also had CCNA in the past. I also have a Java certification from SANS Institute. So again, a lot of my other certifications are expired and not relevant for what we are trying to do now. And I don't have any cloud-based certification just yet, except for this like MS 500. And the reason for that is, so I don't definitely or necessarily require a certification to find a job. So with a lot of my experience, all I need is to prove them that I know what I'm talking about, and that's pretty much what they need. So certifications are more for beginners or someone who is trying to get into a different field. But I've been working in this field for a very long time, and that is one of the reasons I haven't pursued these cloud certifications. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't try that. Maybe I will try to pursue that when I get some time away from my full-time work. So anyway, getting back into this my thought process for next year is, so I will be doing a lot of Azure based. So Azure will be my focus, and I will be focusing more on the solutions architect track. All right. I mean, that is where there's a lot of demand. So you want to have people who can understand technologies and architect and cater them towards the cloud technologies. So that is where I just wanted to spend some time, let you know that that's where I'm going towards. And I will be having a lot of step-by-step video tutorials explaining and how to set it up, how to practice with your own, at your own time, right? That is very important. So just watching me do things is not going to help you. So I would strongly encourage you to just watch me and then go and practice. And I'm pretty sure once you practice these things, your skill set will be very in demand. So again, a cloud architect or Azure, if you look at it, they earn anywhere from 100,000 to 150,000 here in the US, right? Don't quote me on that. That is where your true potential lies. You can easily get to this figure without any issues if you understand all these different technologies. So again, if you're interested in learning with me, just subscribe to my channel, and so that you can stay up to date. And like I said, I will be coming up with more structured training as the year goes by. So again, thank you everyone for your time, and have a wonderful Happy New Year. And hopefully next year will be a lot different than what we had in 2020. But let's all change this together, and see you in the next year. So, okay, Happy New Year.